You are listening to the Health and Wellness Podcast, curated by Dr. Lori Marzell. Dr. Marzell is a primary care physician and a certified menopause practitioner that combines the wisdom of natural medicine with modern medicine to help maintain optimal health. She has a special focus in food allergies and bioidentical hormone replacement. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Dr. Marzell. Further adventures in food allergies and what they can cause and how you can get control of them. So the last time I spoke, we talked about withdrawal reactions, cravings for foods that you may be allergic to, and I'd like to talk a little bit more about that. Overweight patients frequently have food addiction. Many people don't understand that this is a biochemical reaction to a food. It has nothing to do with self-control. If you have a ton of hormone receptors wanting the stimulation that they get from the offending foods, the rush of endorphins and happiness that they feel will be severely missed, and there can be some really bad reactions with that. But it can make it very, very difficult for people to lose weight, because when they eat the foods that they are allergic to, if they have this kind of a reaction, they will feel so good and it tastes so good and their whole body will feel good. And then they'll say, I just can't do it. I can't stay on my diet. And there's a way out of this that I'm going to tell you before we end this podcast, how to extricate yourself from these addictive foods. First, I want to talk about a case. I was working in a clinic for weight loss, and a young woman in her 20s came in. She was unable to lose weight, and she thought she was eating a pretty darn healthy diet. For breakfast, she'd have some yogurt and fruit. Lunch, she had cottage cheese and crackers. Dinner, she had pizza or macaroni and cheese. She thought she was eating all the right foods for dieting. Cottage cheese, yogurt, low-fat cheese. She had the physical signs of allergies: puffy arms and fingers, circles under her eyes, swollen nasal mucosa, enlarged tonsils. It was obvious that she had allergies. And I felt that her failure to lose weight was involved with a food allergen. In this case, I didn't even have to test. Dairy was in every single meal that she ate. I told her that I could test her for food allergies, but I didn't think it was necessary because it was pretty obvious to me that it was likely a dairy allergen. I encouraged her to give it a try. Try not eating any dairy for a week. See how she feels. Now, a lot of people, when they stop eating a food that they're allergic to or addicted to, they will have terrible cravings and they won't be able to do it, or they won't want to do it. So I gave her a little trick, and there are actual solutions that you can take that will neutralize withdrawal cravings. And so I'm going to give you that right now. If you have a withdrawal craving and a lack of endorphins, and you start wanting this food that you love, or you have anything that you say, I love this food, that's a cue right there. Something's wrong. It's just a food. But those type of foods cause an inflammatory reaction which makes the body acidic. So If you provide an alkaline reaction, probably many of you remember from your chemistry classes that an alkaline reaction or an alkaline solution will neutralize an acid solution. So you want to neutralize that. One of the ways to do this is Alka-Seltzer Gold. It is just alkaline salts. You stick it in a glass of water, it dissolves, you drink it. Within minutes, it will neutralize that acid reaction of your body. And for people who have these addictive food relationships, it will stop it. It'll stop the cravings. You can also use just plain baking soda, like a half a teaspoon in a glass of water. Now, you don't want to take these all day long, but they can be very helpful to neutralize these cravings. This particular patient that I was talking about returned in 1 week, had lost 10 pounds immediately. She was no longer puffy. She felt great. She continued on with the program, and she said she never thought it was so easy to lose weight. She understood that eating these foods made her sick. They were wrong for her body. And so she followed through with the program, and she was a lot healthier. Stay tuned for more interesting information on how we can test and, help you to feel better with good foods, foods that your body likes, not foods that hinder your body. Take care.
Thank you so much for listening. If you learned something, don't forget to share with a friend. You can visit us at www.drmarzell.com. We create content for you. If there's a subject we have not discussed or a topic you want to dive deeper into, let us know how we can empower you. Questions can be submitted on our website under the podcast page. Until next time.